Hi, thank you for attending our Attorneys Resource Conference Q&A. My name is Jamie Gary. I am the owner, principal agent of Upvision Consulting LLC, and we are the host for this conference coming in 2025. This conference will be held in Detroit, Michigan at the Historic Garden Theater, a beautiful venue. If you get the chance to take a look at attorneysconference.com, and you go to the 2025 conference, hit the drop down. You can find everything that you need to know about this conference there. Check out the venue, check out the hotel, check out the agenda. It is absolutely phenomenal this year. We have a wonderful blend of attorneys who will be addressing cases from both the plaintiff and defense perspective. We have legal nurse consultants who will be working through cases with you to focus in on standards of care and standards of practice. And we have physicians that will also be presenting from the perspective of experts and how they are looking at that level of care that's being provided. The topics are phenomenal. They will meet the needs of just about everyone in attendance. So we're very excited about that. Upvision Consulting LLC, you can find us if you want to explore a little bit more about me and about Upvision and learn a little bit about who we are. I will explain here in just a moment why we are doing this and why we are hosting a conference of this nature, but the curiosity of who is Jamie Gary, what is it that they do? We have a full service legal nurse consulting firm. You can find more about me at upvisionconsulting.com. And just take a look at our team, at our services. We are not here to sell you anything today in regard to our full service opportunities that we have for you. What we're here to do is to focus on this conference. The passion behind this conference is to bring resources together, attorneys and healthcare organizations and healthcare practitioners together in one room to learn. So the medical legal world is complicated, and each of us work in our silos to do the best that we can to achieve our outcomes for the betterment of patient care, for the betterment of healthcare systems, the betterment of our healthcare professionals, even the betterment of our legal professionals who work in that healthcare system. But when you bring us together as resources, that is when the real work can get done. That is when we see what our skill sets can do together. So the healthcare, the medical world can help focus on, helping to educate on what the systems are all about, how we practice, why we practice, the standards of care, the standards of practice, how that can apply to your casework as an attorney, and how that can also help stir you to help meet a passion for the betterment of patient care as well as you are trying to serve your clients through policy change. And we need attorneys in healthcare. Attorneys are not to be a scary thing. Healthcare professionals, we need attorneys to help us move the pendulum for quality, to improve that level of quality. We need attorneys to help change policy at a much higher level. We also need attorneys to help draw our attention to things that may or may not be going so well in our organization so that we can improve that level of quality. So we're very excited at Upvision to be able to create an environment that we can allow that to happen. In our environment, I believe personally, Jamie Gary, I practice from a foundation of relationship-based care. It is that key relationship that helps to improve quality and care, improve your outcomes for your cases, improve the outcomes for patients at the bedside, improve the outcomes for healthcare providers and healthcare organizations. It comes down to the human-human connection. And that is why we are hosting this conference in person in Detroit, Michigan, and creating a venue that is warm and it's welcoming and it is supportive of all of the learning that's going to take place, but also supportive of an opportunity to be able to network and learn from each other. So when we talk about the pricing of the conference as well, I've had some questions about, geez, the pricing seems a little bit expensive. Well, I want to let you know what you get for that pricing. If you do some exploration in regard to other medical legal conferences, sometimes that cost is quite a bit more than what we are selling our conference for. Our conference, we are working very hard to keep the cost reasonable while providing you with every single meal. You have breakfast, you have lunch, you have dinner, you have snacks, you have non-alcoholic beverages, and our caterer is able to accommodate a multitude of dietary needs. So we are not worried about you not being fed or taken care of while you are there. We also have our exhibitors, which you have access to. We have our sessions. We are a approved provider for continuing education for nurses, and we offer 17 CEs for registered nurses for this conference. The unique thing is that you don't have to come from start to finish. If there is a session that you think, geez, I'd really rather do this or do that, and you want to come back for another session, all of the CEs are offered on a by-session basis. So that allows you some flexibility, which oftentimes nurses do not have when they're attending conferences. For attorneys, many of you have to obtain CLEs. Others have CLEs that are just recommended. So we were advised to provide you with an opportunity to attend the sessions and then complete a survey post-session that generates you a certificate that you can submit for CLE approval through your State Bar Association after attendance. So you have proof that you were in attendance with your registration, and we are very happy to accommodate that for you, and we will keep all records on file for several years to ensure that you have access to those should you need them. So we are just so excited to welcome you. We have, I am sure, other questions that have been generated that you may have about the conference itself, about the mix of people, or what is in it for you. You can email me directly at jamie@upvisionconsulting.com with any questions that you will have. I am happy to answer them. I'm happy to make that connection with you. We will be keeping registration open until the end of July. So the last week in July will be a close date, and that will be a hard close. We need to ensure that we have everything taken care of and ready for you when you arrive on August 12th for attendance. So we need to have that time frame to do that. So I would plan to have your registration in by the end of July. It would be great if you could get that registration in now to guarantee your seat. We do have flexibility. Last year, we capped the conference to make sure that all of our processes were honed and ready for you in a venue like this one. We are just so excited. So we have not officially capped this conference. However, there will be a point that we do to prevent it from losing that personal touch. We want to make sure that you're comfortable, you're taken care of, that the learning is outstanding for you, and that you have an opportunity to engage, and you have an opportunity to really grow and find resources and takeaways that can help you in your casework, in your patient work, in your healthcare organization improvement. And so there will be a point where we do cap the conference, and I will send out alerts for that. We also want to let you know that we do have an unveiling happening. We have 2 keynote speakers who are going to be absolutely phenomenal. We will open the conference with Todd Otten and the Ripple of Change. Following Todd Otten's presentation, as we go into networking, we are going to be unveiling a first-time showing of a documentary focused in on healthcare and the impact that our healthcare system is having on the outcomes of patient and provider care. It is going to be a phenomenal opportunity that you will not have anywhere else. This is a first-time release of a documentary of this nature, and it will be shown for no additional cost to you if you purchase the registration ticket for the conference. So the conference ticket is your ticket to the unveiling of this amazing documentary. We will also have a closing keynote who ties things together for us and helps us take away something that we can remember the conference by. Oftentimes when we attend conferences, we get that excited feeling, we're energized, and she is poised to provide us with tools to be able to take away, to continue to work together as resources to help build that network. You may need somebody immediately. You may need a resource a year from now. And a conference like this will help you build that network in a very strong way with high quality individuals so that you don't have to be searching too hard. You can reach right out, and we've built a relationship, and we are ready to help each other. The other thing that we're going to be focusing on in this conference, a lot of attorneys contact me to talk about their casework. And one of the things that we really want to address is the understanding of standards of care and standards of practice. They're not the same thing. And so we will have an amazing session by two quality healthcare nurses that will be walking through the difference between a standard of care, a standard of practice, and how they relate and how you are to apply them, both in the legal case realm. So whether you're plaintiff or defense and you're working through those mounds of medical records, how can you filter through that? How can you make that determination? But also in the healthcare realm, there's also confusion at times between what is standard of care, what is standard of practice, and how they can actually impact each other. And so healthcare professionals will have a lot to take away from this as well. And our following sessions through the rest of the conference will hone that presentation. So you will be able to very clearly see and very clearly gain knowledge in regard to the different cases that are presented to you throughout this week. Again, we are so excited to have you join us. If you have not yet purchased your ticket, you want to do so. Go to attorneysconference.com. You don't even have to scroll to find the ticket button. It's right there on the homepage. Click on it, get your ticket, bring a friend, bring your clients. UpVision Consulting is only looking to provide the forum for you to build better relationships. If you have legal nurse consultants, if you have clients that will benefit from this, from your learning with them, that in itself is phenomenal. Healthcare organizations, if you have a legal department, your learning together is absolutely phenomenal. This level of learning will elevate you above all others. There isn't anything else out there quite like this conference. It is in its second year. So we are growing and we are building, and it is stronger than ever. We have created an environment that will welcome you and encourage you. We have a solid speaker lineup, very solid, with attorneys who'll be presenting, physicians who'll be presenting, legal nurses who'll be presenting, and just an amazing opportunity for that networking and growth and just overall conference experience for your learning. So again, the Attorneys Resource Conference taking place at the Detroit Garden Theater, August 12 through 14, 2025. And it is an all-inclusive event. You only pay for your hotel. If you're going to be traveling, that is also your responsibility. But everything else from the conference perspective, all your meals, everything, your transportation once you're in Detroit, all of that is taken care of for you. So we're just excited. We're excited to welcome you. We're excited to create the forum for you. We're excited to bring the legal and the medical worlds together. Rather than working in silos or as adversaries, we need to be working together. Unless we begin to work more together and we begin to understand each other's roles, we will not make that true difference. We will continue to do it client by client, which is great, but we want to make a difference. When we are trying to right wrongs, we need to be working together. And that is part of our fundamental belief here at UpVision, is that strong collaboration to make a difference. And we're just excited. We're excited to see you. I've said that about 5,000 times, but we are very excited to see you. So please go to attorneysconference.com. Get your tickets today, and we will see you in August. And please don't hesitate to email me directly, Jaimee, Jaimee, at upvisionconsulting.com. I will be happy to answer any questions you have personally. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking the time to join us or to watch this video. We are excited and looking forward to meet you.